Hello, my dear students. Today we are taking the next topic in this lecture series on plant physiology. Friends, myself Dr. Pitambar Humne, founder Botany for You and working as Associate Professor and Head Department of Botany, Dharampet MP Dev Memorial Science College, Nagpur, Maharashtra, India. I welcome you all in this online platform for the students of Life Sciences Botany for You. In earlier lectures, we have discussed diffusion, osmosis, and diffusion pressure deficit. And in today's lecture, we will see the water potential. Last time we have seen the osmotic pressure is responsible for the absorption of the water by the cell. Later on, we have seen only the osmotic pressure is not responsible for the absorption of the water by the cell. The DPD is responsible for the absorption of the water by the cell. Today, we will see even only the DPD is not responsible for the absorption of the water by the cell, but the water potential is responsible for the absorption of the water by that cell. Friends, if you are new or not yet subscribed our YouTube channel, then kindly like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel Botany for You. And if you want to associate with us through the Telegram group, then the link is given in the description. Through that, you can join the Telegram group and access various appointments or the career opportunities in India and abroad. So, let's see today's topic, that is water potential. In last class, we have seen the first diffusion, and in diffusion, we have seen if any container which is filled with the water, and if we put the indigo or the any stain, it will spread all over this water body. Or even if we open the bottle containing the gas, that will be spread all over the room. It means that the transport of solid particles from the region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration, that is known as the diffusion. Later on, we have seen the process of osmosis. And in osmosis, we have seen if the two water bodies are separated from each other with a semi-permeable membrane. Say for example, this is a semi-permeable membrane. And if there is a osmotic pressure of cell A and osmotic pressure of cell B. So in such a cases, if the osmotic pressure of the cell A is 8 atmosphere and if it is 6 atmosphere. So in such a cases, as per the definition of the osmosis, that the transport of solvent particle, see the difference in diffusion, we have seen that the transport of solid particle, and in osmosis we are talking about the transport of solvent particles. So the transport of solvent particles from the region of lower concentration to the region of higher concentration through semi-permeable membrane. So in such cases, from the lower concentration to the higher concentration, it means that the water will transport from cell B to cell A. So this is the osmosis. Later on, we have seen the osmotic pressure, that the pressure which is created by the solids which are dissolved in it, that is known as the osmotic pressure, and the pressure which is created by the plasma membrane, that is known as the Turgor pressure, and the pressure which is created by the cell wall, and that is known as the wall pressure. Then we have seen the diffusion pressure deficit, which is also known as suction pressure, that is the ability of the cell to absorb the water, and it is directly proportional to the concentration of the cell sap or the solution. So all these things we have earlier discussed in our classes. Now whenever we are talking about the thermodynamics law, so in any system, every component has a free energy as per the thermodynamics. So if we are talking about the any non-electrolyte, then that free energy of the non-electrolyte is known as the chemical potential. But whenever we are talking about such type of the free energy in relation to that of the water, then that type of the free energy in relation to the water, and that is known as the water potential. And the chemical potential is denoted by the Greek letter, and that is known as the psi. And if we are talking about the water potential, it is denoted by the psi w. If we see the water potential, then it is expressed in the bars or the atmosphere, or in SI unit, that is the standard unit, it is also called as the Pascal. Again, the water potential for the pure water is arbitrarily fixed as a 0 for the understanding or the calculations. Means if, say for example, if there is a container A and the another one as a container B. So if the A contain a pure water and the B contain the certain solution, say for example the solution of the sugar. In such cases, if it is a pure water, then the water potential of this pure water or the A will be 0. But when we are talking about the water potential of the B, then it will be negative. This means that after the addition of the certain solids in the water, there is an increase in the value of the osmotic pressure, but at the same time, the same numerically equal, but in a negative sign will be the water potential. And hence, after addition of solids in water, the water potential, all values will be negative. So if there is a higher osmotic pressure, then the water potential will be more negative. Say for example, if we have to consider that the cell A having the certain concentration or osmotic pressure, and that is the 5. So in such a condition, we can consider as the cell B and having the osmotic pressure, that is 8 bar or the 8 atmosphere. In such cases, the water potential of this cell will be 5, that is the negative sign, -5, and for B it will be -8. This is just for the consideration so that we can understand the actual values which are given for the water potential. So in this way, the osmotic pressure is in a positive value and the water potential is in a negative value. So in this way, we can find out if there are the two containers, that is the container A and the container B. And say for example, if the water potential of A is -2 and the water potential of B is -5. In such cases, we can say that this is negative, but the B is more negative, and hence the water will enter from the A to B. And in this way, if the more negative water potential is there, then it has the ability to absorb the water. So in this way, we can easily remember that the more the negative value, it has the ability to absorb more quantity of the water. So let's see in the upcoming slides. See now the osmotic relations of plant cell. Say for example, the osmotic pressure, that is the positive. See here one of the cell is there, and if this cell having the osmotic pressure and that is 20 atmosphere, and if you see the osmotic potential, then osmotic pressure and the osmotic potential both are numerically same. Means if the osmotic pressure is 20 atmosphere, again the osmotic potential also 20 atmosphere. But the difference in between these two, that they have the opposite sign, that here the osmotic pressure is a positive sign and the osmotic potential is in a negative sign. This is the difference in between the osmotic pressure and the osmotic potential. Another one term, that is the turgor pressure, that we have seen in the form of the Tp. That is the pressure which is created by the plasma membrane, that is known as the turgor pressure. It is also known as the hydrostatic pressure, or even in respect to that of the water potential, it is known as the pressure potential. And this pressure potential is denoted by psi p. So now see here we have the three different terms, that the water potential, that is the psi w, then osmotic potential, that is the psi s, and the pressure potential, that is the psi p. So now the water potential is equal to the osmotic potential plus pressure potential. So in this way we will have the ability to find out how much water that cell can absorb by calculating its water potential. Now see the osmotic relations of the plant cells, means which type of the cell can absorb the water. And we have seen earlier, if it is more negative, it can absorb more water. So in this way we can find out if there will be zero value, then the cell will not absorb the water. In this way, here if we can take an plasmolysed cell or any cell which is flaccid, in such cases, now see here, this is the cell which is the flaccid. In such cases, here the plasma membrane is near the protoplasm, which is accumulated around the nucleus. In such cases, here the pressure which is created by the plasma membrane is zero, and hence here the water potential will be equal to the osmotic potential, and such a type we can say that it is the lowest, that is it will be a more negative. Then in partially turgid cell, see for example here this is a partially turgid cell, and in this cell we know here the water potential is equal to the osmotic potential plus pressure potential, because here in this the plasma membrane having the certain pressure, and hence we will have the value of the pressure potential also, and whatever the value we obtain by this addition of the osmotic potential and the pressure potential will have the value that how much water will be absorbed by this cell. And so here the water potential will be higher, means it can absorb some water. But when we are talking about in fully turgid cells, so in fully turgid cell, here the turgor pressure is highest, that is the pressure potential will be highest, but at the same time its osmotic potential will be highest, and hence both will be equal, means here the osmotic potential and the pressure potential will be equal, but the osmotic potential have the negative value and the pressure potential have the positive value. So if they are added together in this way, we will obtain here the zero, because say for example, if it is negative and it is a -5, and if it is positive it is +5. So addition of both these, that is the -5 plus 5, is equal to the 0, and hence here the water potential will be 0. If water potential is 0, the cell will not absorb the water. We can observe this in the third cell, that the cell is fully turgid and hence its water potential is 0, and hence whatever the concentration, whatever its diffusion pressure deficit or the osmotic pressure, as the cell is turgid, its water potential is 0. Hence such a type of the cell whose water potential is 0 will not be able to absorb the water, because the cell having the ability to absorb the water must have the certain negative value of the water potential. And hence we can say that here the water potential is the correct method to identify that. On the basis of it, we can find out how much water can that cell will be absorbed from the surrounding. For example, if there are two cells, cell A and cell B, in contact with each other. I have tried to draw these two cells, that is, one is the blue in color and another one is yellow in color. Then the cell A has a pressure potential of 4 bar. So here we have the pressure potential of 4 bar and contains sap with an osmotic potential minus 12 bars. So see here the osmotic potential, that is the minus 12 bar. Earlier we have already discussed that the osmotic potential is always in a negative value. Then the cell B has the pressure potential, that is 2 bars. So here it is a 2 bar and contains sap with the osmotic potential of minus 5 bars, and here the osmotic potential is minus 5. So as if we put these values in this formula, then here as per this formula we will get the water potential value, and that is minus 8 for the cell A, and the water potential value for the cell B is minus 3. And earlier we have seen that the water will move from less negative to more negative water potential values. And in this way, if such a type of the condition will be there, automatically the water will move from cell B to cell A, as the water potential of cell B is minus 3 and the water potential of cell A is minus 8. So the water potential of A is more negative as compared to the water potential of cell B. If we see now the osmotic potential, that is minus 12, so the osmotic pressure will be the 12 for the cell A and the osmotic pressure for the cell B, and that will be the 5. So only these values are not responsible for the transport of the water, but instead of that the water potential is responsible for the transport. So in this way we can calculate the water potential of any cell and find out that cell has the ability to absorb the water or not. Beside osmotic potential and pressure potential, that we have seen earlier that the osmotic potential value are negative and the pressure potential value is the positive, and earlier we have seen that in a fully turgid cell both are same but with the different sign. There is another component, and that is the gravity component, that is psi g, which contribute to cell water potential, and accordingly the water potential is equal to the osmotic potential plus pressure potential plus gravity component. Means now here there is addition of one of the component to find out the water potential of the cell or the system. The gravity component, that is psi g depends on the height, that is h, then of the water above the reference state water, means how much height of the water should be raised, then the density of the water, which is denoted by the Pw, and acceleration due to gravity, and that is the g. So the formula to calculate the gravity component, that is psi g, is equal to the P, W, G and H. So on that basis we can obtain the value of the gravity component. Although if you see, the gravity component may be significant effect on the water potential if the vertical distance during the water transport in the plant is substantially higher, means when the water is absorbed by the plant and it is transported up to the tip. In such a cases there is a certain height of the plant, and in that case there is a necessity to consider the gravity component to find out the water potential. But at the cell level, when we are talking or when we are studying a single cell, at that time there is not such a type of the any height, and in such a cases the gravity component is insignificant in comparison to the osmotic potential and pressure potential. Means if we see the values of the osmotic potential and pressure potential, and in comparison of these two, the gravity component is negligible, and hence instead of the water potential is equal to the osmotic potential, pressure potential and gravity component, this equation is modified into the it is that the water potential is equal to the osmotic potential and pressure potential, and hence this formula is used to calculate or to find out the value of water potential of any cell. And when we will have the value of water potential, then easily we can find out that cell will absorb the water or will not absorb the water, or it can transport the water to the other cell or absorb the water from other cell. So in this way the water potential is one of the important thing in the plant physiology. Friends, I am very much confident and helpful that you can very well understand this topic. If anyone will have the doubt, then you can comment so that I can try to provide the satisfactory answer in the comments also. So thank you very much for kind listening of this complete lecture. Friends, if you have not yet subscribed our channel or you are new to our channel, then kindly like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel Botany for You, and also press bell icon for the alerts of every lecture to be uploaded on different life sciences titles. And don't forget to join our Telegram group with the link given in the description. Thanks a lot once again.